guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to do something really cool, which is exposing the holographic on old Wizards of the Coast cards. These are damaged cards, so you might think, you might see that you've got cards yourself that you've got damaged versions of, and we're going to today just get rid of the layer, the front layer, so that we can expose the holographic. And as you can see, here's a closer shot of a base set Hitmonchan, which was quite damaged, but after you expose the holo, it looks absolutely amazing. You can definitely see the depth of the holo. And here is a base set 2 Scyther, which is really awesome because it's the only version of the card that uses Cosmo foil, and you can see that really awesome swirl there. So as you can see, after you've revealed the holo, the card just looks so good. And I've got 3 candidates here. You can see this Kabutops is quite damaged at the side, it's a little bit warped, a little bit bent. Also this Japanese Jolteon, which is a bit dog-eared and on all corners basically, and it's got a crease there, but I think after you reveal the holo it might look nice. But here's the one that we're going to do today. Here's quite a scratched up Mewtwo. It's also got a little bit of a crease, but I think it's the best candidate. So let's get into how we turn this into the Hitmonchan and Scyther. You'll need 3 things. The first thing is nail polish remover or acetone. This is very flammable stuff, and it's corrosive. I think that means corrosive, but what it means is if it is absorbed in your skin for your fingers, it could make you sick. Also, here's cotton buds. So these are the papered rod cotton buds, not the plastic ones. So they're not going to leave scratches. The plastic is not going to scratch the cards. And the third thing is some tape. Probably masking tape is the best, but I haven't got that. I've got this tape. But there is a 4th thing, and it's patience. You're going to need some patience when doing this. If you rush, you're going to start seeing scratches. So here is the Mewtwo in question, and let's get into this. So get yourself a work top. I've got this nice wooden board, and you're going to need to tape it to the board. So get your tape here, and you're going to want to tape each side. So what I tend to do is I tend to tape the top and the bottom first, and then I do the longer strips along the side. So here's what it looks like when you've done that. So I tape off the yellow border because that is what I want to keep. So get your nail polish remover and your cotton bud. You want to dunk it in there, let it absorb a little bit, and you just go at it. Just take your time. Just make sure that you get in there. Make sure that you don't get any nail polish remover on the parts that you want to keep. And as you can see there, it's starting to come away. It is easier if there's already scratches on the card, because with the Scyther, it was very hard because there wasn't tons of scratches. It had big creases, so it took a while to get through that layer of ink. But after a little bit of going at it, you see it's coming off quite nicely, and you can see that I'm getting to the holo, and you want to do that to this text part, but I want to keep this red aura around the Mewtwo. Here's a closer, nice HD shot of the process. There we go. It is pretty hard to get rid of the text. It seems that the black ink for the text is quite hard to scrub away, but if you're patient and just keep going over it, don't push too hard, you might get a little bit frustrated that there's a piece that's not budging from the text, but don't worry, that will go away. Just make sure that you keep going at it, circular motions if you can, and yeah, as you can see, starting to see that nice mirrored holographic layer coming through, and look, it's all coming off. So you might want to get a little bit more. You will get some of the nail polish remover on your fingers. That's okay, but as I said before, if it stays on your fingers too long, you could absorb the acetone or the corrosive stuff, and it's not going to do you much good. So make sure that you take your time. Make sure that you wash your hands after doing this as well, because it is pretty aggressive stuff. And now I'm showing you that my process is working, and I've done the middle section quite well, but I'm starting to get close to the edge. So what you're going to need to do is go to go along the tape, not to push the tape, because it will come off. It will start to peel up if you keep pushing against it, but if you scrub alongside it, the way that you've laid it, then it won't come up. And as you can see, this is the result. It is quite neat if you really take your time. The corners you need to spend a long time on. So what I usually do is I usually push my fingertip into the corner, just so that I don't get any of the nail polish remover in under the tape, and it will go under the tape if you don't put some pressure on the corner part where the two pieces of tape join. And if it does go on the card, it's not the end of the world, but it will damage the card and it will make it look worse. So I highly advise you take your time doing this. As you can see, I'm getting closer and closer to the corner, making sure to hold it down, taking my time, changing the angles up. And as you can see in that corner, I did go over slightly, but I took my time, made sure to not put much on the yellow border, and yeah, it's still quite sharp there, and I was pretty happy with that. And I've completely got rid of the text part here. Just go over it a couple times, get the ink off, get the paint off, and yeah, this is the part where you need to go very slow, because you're getting closer and closer to the part that you want to keep, which is the Pokemon itself. So this is the most nerve-wracking part. You want to go super duper slow to keep the outline of the Pokemon as good as possible. So here I show you my way of doing it. Go very small, slow movements. And this nail polish remover is very good. It makes the job very clean, easy to do. As you can see, I'm getting closer and closer to the hand, so I'm going in for even slower movements, making sure that I don't get any of the red aura, which I do want to preserve. Now you could essentially tape it off, tape the Pokemon off, but that would take quite a long time, and I just recommend just taking your time. If this is your first time doing it, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Like with the first two that I did, I I did take off some parts that I did want to keep, like the colour around Scyther. I wanted that a little bit more, but I was quite happy with the way that turned out. But as you can see, I'm getting closer and closer to the Mewtwo, and as you can see, I'm doing like dabbing movements, getting it off, and it's getting super duper close to that red layer, which I do want to, as I said, keep. And can you see there? Made sure to really get as close as possible. Little bit of a closer shot. I was very happy with how close I got there, and I was gonna leave that part up for later on. I'll show you. And this is the final result. There it is. So that's the video, guys. I look forward to seeing your creations, your card picks. If you do make some, send them to my Instagram, Gym Leader Steve, yeah, I can't wait to see them. This is probably my cleanest one so far. I really took my time this time, and with these two, it was really good practice. So hopefully I can get these other two done, but really happy with the result. I decided to keep the red aura around Mewtwo. I just thought it looked a lot better. If you're gonna ask how I got in these tiny little spaces, like between the tail and like between the arm and the legs and around there, I actually used a little metal like pin badge like this. I used the very top part, and I did it very, very lightly. If you go too forceful with it, I'm pretty sure you're gonna leave scratches and indents and stuff, but if you can see, I'd really tried to be patient with it and get in there, and I thought it works really well. So yeah, thank you for watching. Send it to your friends who you think would enjoy it as well, and yeah, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you again soon.